What you're hearing is Hardy Fiber Cement Siding living up to its reputation as the siding that helps resist weather damage, no matter what Mother Nature throws its way. James Hardy knows how important a reputation is, especially when you're a home builder. That's why Hardy products withstand the elements better than wood-based siding, with styles to match their strength. Because when home builders work with us, we deliver our best so they can look their best. Protect your reputation with exterior products by James Hardy. Hardy Fiber Cement Siding is proven to withstand water, pests, and fire better than wood-based siding. And it looks better while doing it. Hardy Siding has been chosen for 10 million homes and counting. See the proof at jameshardy.com.
Blog Talk Radio.
Good evening, everyone. This is me, Jonathan Alexander, and I'm here to host our show, Life, Laughter, Happiness. Today, I have my co-host, Barbara, with me. Are you there, Barbara?
I sure am. Hi, Johnny. Hi, everybody. Hi, Psychic Dayle Schear.
And this is Psychic Friday with
Hi,
Dayle
Barbara.
Schear.
Hi, Johnny.
Yay. We're so excited for our Psychic Nights with you, Dayle.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
So, how was everyone?
Johnny, I'm okay.
Okay. Yeah, how's everyone's week?
What?
Week. How was everyone's week?
Oh.
Right.
Well, it was eventful. It wasn't it, Dayle?
Yes, it was.
The big election and all. I don't know if I should bring it up. It's probably a sore subject to.
Yeah, I really don't want to talk about the election.
We don't want to
anything else.
hurt anybody's feelings. We don't want to bring them down more if that's the way it went for them. So, onward, forward. Yes. Onward,
yeah, what's going on, Barbara?
Helping people.
What's going on, Barbara?
Okay, I'll tell you what's going on, and it wasn't that great today because they did not warn us, the apartment people, and to no electricity, the whole place was huge trucks outside, blocking my car,
oh, my goodness.
So I was a few minutes late to school, which that sucked. And then we didn't even get it back on till like 3 in the afternoon. I don't know what was going on, and they didn't even send out an email. They meant to, and everybody was pretty upset because, like myself, I work out of the home. I couldn't use the computer at home all day long. I just had to be on my phone, do what I could.
You're kidding.
No.
That's so weird. Did you talk to the landlord to find out what was going on?
No, I talked to the handyman outside because I was just busy, and I drove back in, and I said, I didn't even get a warning. He goes, I know. So many people are complaining about it. We just don't know what's going on, but I did get texts from the Huntington Beach electricity. I guess it was happening in a wide area, so it's not just the apartment people's fault. Yes. I had to go out to get my coffee, and I couldn't even. You can't do anything. I'd rather not have, let's see, what's worse, no water or no electricity? Because they do this to us often. Sometimes they'll shut off the water. But they give us a warning, and I'll get a bucket.
I think no electricity.
Me too.
I mean, yeah, that's the worst. Water you can deal with. You can, have water, but, electricity it's pretty bad. You can't go anywhere. You can't do anything. It's really a bummer.
You can't cook.
Yes. You can't even call 1-800 numbers. Apparently those don't work without Wi-Fi. 1-800 numbers. I tried those like 20 times.
Actually, there is a way to do it with maybe your like 5G network. You might be able to do that.
I tried everything, Johnny. It's fine. It didn't work. But what if there was something really special going on here? Like, what if I had an interview and we had photographers here doing, lights, and and action cameras.
Well, well, wait. I have
less.
a question. How many floors do you live up? Do you live on the second floor?
I'm on the bottom. There is a 2-story deal, and I'm on the bottom.
Well, you can walk out.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I left. Spent my day at Amazon grocery store learning the new way to shop there and taking my time and just
what new way?
Did errands.
What new way at Amazon? Oh, fill me in.
Oh, well, okay. There was a way that they had cameras all up in the ceiling, so whenever you took something off the shelf, it just would, you put it in the cart, you could put it right in your bag, and then you'd go in with your palm print, yes, and it would scan your palm. You'd never even had to talk to a person unless you wanted to buy some alcohol. Then you had to talk to a person to show your identification to get into that area.
Well, wait.
Then you would leave and scan your palm again, and it would just automatically just charge your Amazon account, and it was so great. You just could go in and not have to even deal with anybody. Now they have these huge carts. That didn't work for so many reasons. There's this huge cart, which is a computer, and you have a flat screen on your big honking cart that you push around, and every item you take off the shelf, you scan it. The cart has like 3 scanners for you to scan your items. I liked it. It's cool, but it is more time consuming. It's not as fast.
Wait. Are these stores? Are these Amazon stores?
Amazon Fresh store, yes. They opened across the street a while ago. Yes.
No, we don't have one.
Okay, then you wouldn't know. I mean, this is amazing technology.
It sounds that way, but what happens if you want to use a regular credit card and not an Amazon credit card? Then what?
You can go in and use a regular cart and then just go to the regular check. There's a couple checkout people there working for exceptions like that. But most people are Amazon members.
Well, I am too, but I may not have enough on my charge card to buy something. So, do they have food? What do they tell me all about the store? I'm really interested.
Okay, it's a grocery store like every other grocery store, and you connect your credit card or whatever form of payment to your Amazon account. So you just open that on your phone as you walk in, and you scan. There's an Amazon Fresh scan code. You scan it, and you walk in. You still don't have to deal with people. Now that I know how to use the new cart, I never will have to talk to anybody or anything.
No jobs. No jobs.
Sometimes you're not in the mood. I mean, today I was very chatty. Sometimes I just don't want to. And it's just so high tech. It's crazy. And there's so many of these huge carts. They're computer carts.
Yeah, but what about all the people who lost their jobs?
You mean at the checkout? Being a checkout person?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, when they opened the store, they never had check computerized, so nobody lost their jobs. There were no jobs normal like that before Toulouse. They opened the Amazon Fresh stores, and it was computerized.
I still like buying it on my phone. I like to buy something on my phone. So what else?
Me too.
Tell me what they have. What do they have?
They only have food. It's not like you go to Amazon and you can go find all the goodies like you can online. It's separate. It's called Amazon Fresh. It's just pure groceries. They have their own brand.
Oh.
They have Happy Belly brand, Amazon Fresh brand. There's not a huge amount of choices, and the prices are great. In a regular grocery store, it's like so many different brands. It's just too much. They really simplified things, and there's a lot of things under $2. I mean, I got a pineapple for $1.99 today. A beautiful big pineapple. Yes,
that is good.
Very
good.
Are
they opening them up everywhere?
I'm not sure about that, but I could look that up for you. I felt so lucky when they opened across the street.
I think it's because of where you live. There's a lot of wealthy people, so they can just do what they want to do. Oh, by the way, I wanted to change the subject for a moment. The ski slopes in Mount Rose are now open. Would you believe that? Yes.
I was thinking of you today when it was 82 degrees outside here, and I thought, well, there's some people who are not hot today, probably Dayle, facing some maybe snow.
Yes. They plan on having snow Monday and Tuesday, 3 to 4 inches, but Mount Rose has made their own snow, and they had people sleeping over all night long and waiting for them to open. So I thought that was kind of cool.
Oh, yes. That's amazing. They must really love skiing. I love it when they make man-made snow. I like that.
I think it's good.
Snow to ski. Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be
powdery.
a long winter. I feel like, a rough winter. I know.
For you,
my husband.
I'm waiting for it to come.
He's been getting wood like crazy, so I presume it's going to be a long winter. Is what I think. And I want to get out of here and go to someplace warm. That's what I want to do.
Well, that's the great thing about living there, and then you can do something like that. What's the point of me leaving here to go somewhere warm? It's like still summery here. I mean, we have some cool days, but it has only rained one time, like sprinkle rain.
How's the weather going to be there? Is it going to be cold or what?
Don't know. Usually doesn't even get cold until January.
Oh, interesting. Oh, that's cool. Okay, that sounds like a place I'd want to live. Anyway, Johnny, do we have anything going on?
No, but what I'll do is I'll give the number, and the number is 516-531-9874. Okay, let's all try to be positive.
Because this is very odd.
No, I asked him earlier.
You usually have like 10 people waiting. This is weird.
Yeah, I don't know. So I guess we'll have a short show. Because I don't have a whole lot to talk about. But it's up to you, Barbara. Talk all you want.
Well, I finally have some news for you.
What's
you
that?
always ask me, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I'm such a homebody these days. But I am going to a party tonight.
Oh, yeah. Where at?
In Laguna, so it's close to me. That's why I accepted the invitation. It's at a home, and it's for a friend of mine who's having a late birthday celebration. This is a person who is a club promoter type, real nice guy I've known for years, and he invites me to every single great party he throws up in L.A., and I always say, oh, yeah, I would love to, and then I don't go because I don't feel like it. It's over an hour to get there, and it's late at night, and it's by myself. So this time, it's close. I'm in Huntington. Laguna is just a half an hour down, and then I'm going to go because I promised. I have to keep my promises. And I think it's going to be good for me to get out. I just don't know what to wear. I mean, at night it does get a little chilly. I want to be clothed head to toe with a collar all the way up to my neck. I just feel like everybody always expects me to be like this glamorous, sexy type person wherever I go. And I think I want to surprise them and shock them and wear like a button up to my neck tonight.
Well, that sounds good. I think you'll have a lot of fun. Do you know who's all going to be there? Yeah, do you know who's all going to be there?
He said only 25 people, a great group of 25 people, and he did mention there is a girlfriend of mine that will be there.
Well, that's cool. So that'll be fun.
I didn't tell her, oh, I'm coming. I don't like to put more pressure on myself. I'll just see her when I see her.
You're like me. I don't like
but
it.
I already did
I
all
don't
my
like
makeup.
it.
You know why? Because that was the only light I had today was my makeup mirror, which it can go on battery. And so I thought, well, I might as well just get this done. And I did my full face of makeup. So that's done. All I have to do is, after the show, get something to wear on. And it doesn't even start till 9.
Oh, wow.
That's how California people are. They start so late to everything.
Yeah, I remember. I used to live in California, so I remember. And, Johnny, so anything going on?
No, nothing yet. But I did advertise today like crazy. I guess everybody's still, I don't know, recovering from the election. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't have a clue. You know, but I don't know. I want
to ask you something, though. I want to ask you something because you said that sounds good when I said I want to wear a button-up to my neck shirt. Like, why do you think that sounds good?
Because it's different.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's totally different.
Are you feeling any person that I might meet that I might like?
No.
Will there be any attractive person that I'm attracted to there?
There's a really good possibility, but, you know, I don't really know. You know, I don't know what to tell you.
Okay. I think it's
really
good nonetheless because I'll make new friends in my area.
Yeah, that's true. If it's in your area, you're going to make a lot of new friends. You know,
I have a question.
Funny. What?
Well, I think it'll be a good time to ask. Do you see anything on the horizon for me with romance? Is there somebody out there?
Oh, for you?
Yes.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I do. Somebody you've been talking to. Somebody very pretty, very nice, and someone you need to go out with. And I see a
blonde. Where does this person live?
I don't know about that. I see a blonde. And who you been talking to that's blonde?
Well, there is this lady that's in Texas. And, you know, it's been sort of, but, what did you say?
I said Texas is a bit far.
I know, but you didn't say, like, you didn't say anything about distance. Now, there is a lady that lives in Destin that I've been talking to, but I have no idea if she has a boyfriend or not. I do know that, you know, she's never been married. She has no kids. And, you know, she's a nurse, and she also works as a bartender. And, you know,
where does she live?
Destin. And the thing is that one of the first things that I always do is whenever I talk to a woman, is I say I study the paranormal, because that way, you know, it's such a big part of my life, as I'm sure you know, and it just has to do with the fact that, you know, I don't think I could date a woman that didn't understand that part of my life. And so she kind of said, oh, well, I understand it. It's okay. You know, I was really happy. She's in her 30s, and, you know, she's a nurse, but she also works as a bartender.
Kind of weird. The only thing you got to worry about, she's never been married, and she has no kids. And that's kind of a flag right there. You know,
why did you say that?
by then, Well, at that age, by then, someone should at least be married.
Well, I think
I
he
have
used to have a fiancée, you know. But
so do you know much about her?
No, I don't know. She's never said I have a boyfriend, but the thing is that it's sort of like when it comes to the subject of, you know, meeting somebody with kids, I feel like that I'm going to have to take on the responsibility of being a father. And there are some people that are just not cut out to have children. I talk to and I think that people who don't have kids, there's usually a very good reason why they do it. They just decide that this is not part of their life. And so I don't think having no kids, like, it's just like I don't want kids ever. You know, I don't think I could handle kids. Doesn't mean I don't like kids or anything. I don't mean that I treat them negative. It's just that when I saw her, I thought, well, you know, this lady seems to have a lot in common. I mean, it is true I talk to people that live in other states, but when she told me I live in Destin, and then there's this other lady that...
How far is Destin? How far is
Destin
from your house? Oh, that's...
I live in Destin. Yeah, it's literally
it doesn't hurt.
Probably about 4 miles.
That's
5 miles.
Well,
you know?
why don't you ask her out to lunch?
Yeah, I'm going to. There's another lady that lives in Destin that I'm going to try that with. She gives seminars called happiness seminars to people. And it's funny because of the name of the show. You know, she got one of the words. And it's I'm trying to get to know her. It's I live in Miramar Beach, which is very near Destin. It's like 4 miles away, 5 miles away. And actually, it's funny.
Okay.
Some of the people that I've seen, like, profiles, I'm within walking distance of the Hilton, and when I've looked at some people's profiles, I've literally seen them sitting in front of the Hilton, and I'm really like, I know that hotel, you know. So it has to do with, I think what it has to do is that I don't know a lot of people that are near me, you know, and I know a lot of people that are in other states, you know, but I don't have a lot of friends that are nearby. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Johnny, why don't you give our number out? I would appreciate you promoting this a week ahead of time.
Okay.
You know, not just a day ahead.
All right, 516-531-9874. So, Barbara, what do you think about what we've been talking about?
About your romance? Well,
yes.
I missed it when you were talking about the age of her kids. How old are they?
She doesn't have kids.
Oh, well, sounds great. Dayle felt it. Dayle felt this woman. Does she have blonde hair?
Yes.
Okay, well, there you have it. You need to make your move.
I know.
Why is it taking you so long to ask her out?
Because I guess the only time that I've seen her is on TikTok Live, and you know, it's sort of like I've been talking to her when there's a bunch of people around, you know, but it's just sort of like she'll do these lives where she's getting her hair done and, you know, she's painting and stuff like that. So
Okay.
It's
does she have a picture of you?
No, but
do you have a picture of?
Yeah, I know what she's. I do have a place where I can get a picture of her. And I do have, and I think she's seen me on live like TikTok, but what I think it is it's become more like a just the two people that I know that are destined. And I'm trying to. I mean, the other lady that's in Destin that does the little seminars on the beach is right around my age. I don't think she has. They just mentioned having kids, but
that's
it's
cool.
sort of like. I mean, I talk to a lot of people, but the thing is that I think what it is that the last relationship I had was a real burn. I got burned badly, you know. And it was 2018 when everything ended, and that was when I kind of decided I was going to take over.
I got a question, Barbara. What are you doing for Thanksgiving? Do you know yet?
I don't know yet. Probably just staying here so people would come to me. I think that Dad and Michelle would come to me. They usually like to.
Yeah. Are you going to make the same turkey like you normally do?
Yes, I probably will have to ask you again how to do it, though, because
That's all right.
I make it the way you make it, yeah, because of you.
Right.
Yeah, I will, because, you're there for me for that, because I normally would ask my mom stuff like that, but I can't do that anymore.
Yeah, I think this year I don't feel like cooking, so I'm going to go to the Atlantis, which is in Reno, and they have an all-you-can-eat buffet. It's pricey, but it's something I think I'd like to do. It has like 100 things to choose from, and it'll be good. I've eaten there before, so it's cool, because I don't feel like cooking.
You already know that you don't feel like cooking at this point, so early in the game?
Yes, I do. It's like...
for two people.
Would you believe the Senate race here in Nevada, they're still counting votes? Would you believe that?
I saw that.
They don't know who won. It's bizarre.
Are you looking at the exact numbers? Is it close? Who is ahead?
It's close. I just saw it a minute ago. I forgot. It's the lady is ahead, but Rosen. But I just looked at it just now when I was taking a glance at the TV, and I don't know. It looks like she's going to win.
I'll check it out right now for you guys. I'll check it out right now.
Okay, because they don't know who's going to win or how. Nevada's always so late in getting their votes in. It's ridiculous. I don't get it. Me
neither.
Now they're counting
okay, I'm telling you
now.
right now, Nevada. Okay, Senate race, key races, Nevada. Okay, so it's against Jackie Rosen and
Correct.
And Sam Brown. Okay, Jackie Rosen, a Democrat, is ahead at 47.8%. Sam Brown has 46.5%. It looks like that's a lot ahead, actually. She's a lot ahead.
What, 1,000 votes?
Well, I'm going by, let's see. I'm going by the percentage, 47.8 to 46.5. That percentage is.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope she wins. I like her a lot. She's been very good.
Do ya?
Yeah.
And there's another one who they're still counting as well, which is, I believe, isn't it? Yes, Arizona. They're still counting that as well. I think those are the last two. The Democrats
in Arizona, are they senators? I don't know.
Yes, Ruben Gallego and Carrie Lake. Carrie is running behind. She is a Republican, and so that looks promising for Ruben Gallego.
We have a caller.
Okay.
Oh, we have a call.
All right. Robin, you're allowed to hear with Psychic Dayle Schear.
And
Hello.
don't forget to give your number up. Give your number out, Johnny.
516-531-9874. Hello, Robin.
Hi there.
Robin. And tell them what it's for. Tell them what it's for.
It's a free mini psychic reading.
All right.
Which
Hi, Robin. Where
is about to receive.
Where are you calling from?
Calling from just north of Seattle.
North of Seattle? What city would that
be? Edmonds, Washington.
Edmonds.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. And it sounds like a nice place. I've been up to Washington. Barbara, what's the name of that island I went to where Richard was?
Whidbey Island.
Whidbey Island. Is that close to Whidbey?
Yes, it's a ferry town away. So
that's what
you would take about 10 minutes from my house is the ferry in Mukilteo that goes to Whidbey.
Oh, okay. If you take the ferry?
Uh-huh.
That's what I like about Washington. It has a lot of ferries. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How can I help you, sweetheart?
Well, I have 3 burning questions, so I didn't know if I give you the topics, if you're getting a reading on any of them. I've got health, travel, and a car. Do any of those?
Well, since you're the only one, you can ask one question at a time, so go for it.
Okay. I don't know if you do like body scan type things, but I'm trying not to get in my head about health issues, but at the same time, I don't want to ignore things. And so I don't know if you are getting any kind of reading where I need to go in and get something checked, but I am just feeling very low energy and just not like myself lately.
Okay, number one, I'm not a doctor, and I could get arrested for professing that I am.
Right.
But what I can say, do you have a problem with going to the doctor and having some tests run?
No, I don't. I just don't know if I'm being like, I don't know if I'm hyper-focusing on things or if it's real, and I certainly don't want to pay, it's still every time I've gotten some kind of test, even with my supposedly great insurance, it's still hundreds of dollars and months out. So, yeah. So
no, it's better to be safe than sorry. Mm-hmm. So I would just go and just check it out, see what's going on.
Okay.
What are your symptoms anyway?
Well, it's odd because there's right behind the left of my ribs, it feels like something's just getting kind of stuck. And so, I don't know if I need imaging or if it's just a normal, gravity starts pulling your ribs down as you get older. And I mean, I don't know.
No.
I don't know if it's something to be concerned about.
Well, I've never heard of that one. Is that the only thing that's bothering you as far as health-wise?
Well, besides, that's the only physical ailment I have besides just being really low energy. And I've had some really bad headaches.
Have you checked your blood sugar?
Do you get that? I don't know. Blood sugar, doesn't it vary? Is that something you just get tested at labs?
No. You can just go to your doctor and have him do a whole workup. When was the last time you had a whole workup on yourself?
It's been at least a year.
Well, you do. So I would just go ahead and check for diabetes, pre-diabetic. I would check for that rib or what's going on there, and see what he comes up with. Okay. So the next one was, but there's nothing radical. But I would just. Okay, where do you want to go?
Well, I really want to go to Asia. I've never been to Asia, and I just am like, is it ever going to happen? I just have not had, I don't know, the opportunity present itself or the time off to do it.
There's a couple of ways to do it. Thailand is in Asia. Have you heard of Thailand?
Of course, yes.
Okay. One of the most beautiful places in the world. Very cheap. Airfare, probably from Washington, way under $2,000. You can go to Bangkok. There are millions of people there, but there's tons and tons and tons of stores and shopping and everything. There's also a lot of monks live there, and you can visit a lot of the monk places. There's so much to do there. And then they have little islands in between. You can take ferry boats over to the islands. May I say this? The food is as cheap as can be, especially on the street. It's like New York. If you buy food on the street, they're $2, $3, $4. Regular food is maybe $5 or $6 or $7. Food is cheap. Living at a place, you could stay at a place for 2 or 3 weeks for under $300. So it's just a nice place to visit and cheap. Vietnam is similar, but nowhere near as good.
Okay.
So will you be able to go? Anytime you want to get on a plane, just go. It's wonderful.
Okay.
It's wonderful, and I do see you going to Asia. What other places did you have in mind in Asia?
I would love to see Bali, but you kind of nailed it with Thailand and Vietnam. Maybe Japan, maybe Malaysia.
I've been to Japan. Japan is very high priced. It's also, they really are not really American friendly. They don't speak English a lot, in fact, if any. And all they have are Japanese food. So I don't know what to tell you. At least the last time I was there, I didn't see any American food. I walked 10 miles just to go to a Denny's, and when I got there, it was all Japanese food. So, I mean, I was doing a TV show in Japan, and luckily my husband, he's Japanese, so he could speak a little Japanese, but we took the bullet train, and they didn't want to serve me because I was white and American. So, what can I tell you? Japan's not the greatest.
Okay. Thank you.
And what
about,
other one?
are you feeling like Costa Rica or Cartagena, Colombia?
Costa Rica, the reason I've been there, I've been on 15 cruises, and we went to Costa Rica, and it rains all the time. It's just muddy and kind of damp, and, when I didn't care for it. Maybe you will, but I didn't care for it.
Okay.
And what else?
What else? So, the other topic was this car. So my partner has redone this beautiful car, and we just cannot seem to get momentum going on getting it sold. And so I was wondering if you foresaw the buyer that, if you get vision of something
what kind of car is it?
It's a 1971, I think, Mustang Mach 1.
Well, I'll be honest with you. If you drive the car to Nevada, it'll sell in 2 minutes. This is a car place. That's all they do. They have gazillion car places, and it sells right away. So, you know, think about it.
Okay.
I mean, where you're living in Washington, I don't know if there's a market for it, but I do know they have. Every other week they have a car place here, or they're doing cars. So
I know that.
It's unbelievable.
I mean, we could even advertise it in Nevada, like Craigslist or something. Maybe that's a great idea.
I know a guy.
Yeah, Reno. Do Reno. That's where you want to advertise it.
I know a guy.
Reno, Nevada. Reno, Nevada.
Oh, Reno. And you know a guy, Barbara?
I know a guy. Dennis buys cars. I actually have purchased a couple of cars. He's all over social media. He goes, I want to buy your car. And he's buying all kinds of classics. He's got the money to do so as well. And I will send you his link if Johnny can get your info.
Okay.
How much?
Okay.
How much are you asking? How much are you asking for this car?
We're asking 31, hoping that gives us some wiggle room if someone wants to like give us an offer. But really hoping to get like a good 28 out of it. It's just beautiful. It's completely pricey, redone. Pricey.
Well, that's what they do in Reno. It's all they do is redo cars. I would do what Barbara says. Let her send you the phone number or the email address of the person and go for it.
Okay. Thank you so much.
It will sell. Okay?
Okay. It will sell. Yay. Thank you, Dayle.
Yay.
All right.
Oh, it's going to be great. This guy, he'll buy it. I think he's going to buy it for sure. He's going to love hearing from you guys.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you guys so much for the time.
Thank you for calling.
Okay. Have a great day.
Okay. Wow. Dayle, what a fabulous caller that was. And you helped her. And you know what? It sounded like she needed a little more time and help. So it was good that you gave her that time. So thank you.
Well, considering we don't have a whole lot of calls.
And a fellow Washingtonian, by the way.
Yes. What, Johnny?
I think, I don't know, maybe people are still recovering emotionally from the election. Maybe, I don't know.
I don't think so. I think it's the fact that you have to advertise a week in advance, not 1 day in advance, you know? Okay. I really do. I don't think the election has anything to do with this, or we would get a lot of questions about the election, okay?
Okay.
Yes, but we normally have. This is odd. This is a very big rarity right now because
last week
get to all the callers.
No, but last week we only had 4. So what can I tell you? It's just that it's the way he's advertising.
Well,
that's what I
it
do.
always gives Johnny and I a chance to get a reading. Johnny got a good reading too today.
That's true.
Yeah, that's give you guys a chance. Okay. So
and you know
is
what
there
it
anything
does?
else?
It inspires. You inspire people when you give readings. If we're lucky enough to have a positive reading, it's really inspirational because it makes a person feel like they're on the right path or something is going to happen. So keep going for that dream or that idea that you have. It's the right path. And that is so important. So even if you only helped one person every Friday, that matters so much, Dayle.
Yeah, I understand.
Plus, you learned about Amazon Fresh Grocery Store.
Yeah, I sure did. Barbara, is there anything else you want to know?
Okay. Well, last time I was asking you about my daughter. She's trying to find her first job as a teenager. And she did not hear back from the last 2 interviews recently. So now she's had 3 or 4, and she's not landing them. And we talked about it. She's open to conversations with me and my encouragement, and you know how kids can be. They can be like, I don't want to talk to you about that, Mom, and you don't know what you're talking about. No, with this subject, she's really accepting all of my.
Don't you have any
advice.
friends? Don't you have any friends that might hire her?
No, I don't down here. I don't have shop owners or anything. She just needs to get a normal job by somebody that her mother doesn't know anyway. Like, you know, this one kid friend of hers, he's working at Denny's. Another one's working at the taco shop. Another one's working at Marshall's. You know, I mean, there's a million out there. She's just not landing them. I'm not in
what type of
the interviews.
What type of work does she like to do?
She just wants to work at a little shop like a yogurt shop, or it's not like she likes to do any certain things. She'll do anything. She even went in person when you didn't have to. I mean, she's a go-getter. She's a cute girl. She's capable. She's smart. She's pretty. There's nothing wrong with her. It's just, do you see anything in the, well, I can't ask you about the time. Do you see what she's going to be doing? Do you picture her in the job, in apron?
Has she gone to Marshall's or TJ Maxx?
Yes, a couple times. And every time we go to Marshall's, they just say, just go online. See, it's so impersonal. And she had an interview over the phone.
You know, nowadays...
Oh, you want to come by? They don't care.
I know. Nowadays, things have changed. Everything is online. And the problem is they want something with a little bit of experience. Like in Nevada, here, you know, like Tahoe and all over the place, they can't find enough help. They have to shut down, you know, places because they can't find anybody to work for them. And we don't know why that is. You know, it just is. So what's the next closest town to you guys?
The next town is not going to work. No. It's not. It's Newport Beach. It's ritzy. And how is she going to get there? Am I going to have to drive her to school and drive her to her job every day? Oh, my gosh.
Oh,
no.
Okay.
So the yogurt shop was like 2 minutes down the road, which would have been perfect. I was really hoping for that one. She could have walked.
Well, she could go back in and ask if, you know, tell them she's still interested and ask if they're still hiring.
Okay. All right.
You know, I do see her getting a job right away. Why doesn't she check the yogurt shops here don't make hardly any money. You know, ice cream shops make a lot of
it. You know what? I spent $20 on 2 yogurts there at this King Freeze place, and it's expensive. So they're making normal amount of money. She's a teenager. It doesn't matter. She's going to make minimum wage wherever she goes. It's not about like I am choosing a money-making. It's not a money-making choice. It's I just need a normal job because I'm a kid. You know, that's what it's about.
You know what it is they don't like they don't like to have to train somebody, you know, but they do want you nowadays to apply online. It's crazy.
That's all she does.
You know?
That's what they do. She's been on Indeed. That one didn't do well. And then there's one called The Glass Door. So she's trying that. And there's another one. So.
What's the glass door?
No, she's trying hard. It's just another, it's like Indeed.com where you upload your resume and it splashes out to all of the companies out there hiring, and that's how it's done these days, through a recruiting app type thing. And then you get a call, then you might be able to go in. So she did an interview over the phone, and the guy's like, well, do you want to come by for a minute just so I can see you in person? And she did, and then he's like, well, I've got a lot of people coming in, so it's only going to be like a 30-second interview. And it was. Well, I don't know.
That's so weird. It's so weird.
Here's what I want to ask you, Psychic Dayle Schear, while she's in the shower. Is she not doing well in the interview?
I don't think that's a problem at all. I think it may be lack of experience. Not having...
No kids have. They're hiring young kids in these medial jobs. They're hiring everybody's young with no experience who they're hiring, though.
I don't have an answer. There's nothing wrong with her. She has to pick something she likes. What about a Baskin-Robbins or one of those?
Sure, that's right next door as well, but they're not hiring right now.
Are there signs up to say we're hiring anywhere?
If there is, I tell her, and she gets right on it, but I don't see it that way. I don't think they do it really that way much anymore. They do it through an app.
They do it here. Okay. In Nevada. There's 100 signs on every store. We're hiring. I think she's going to end up in a clothes industry. Working, doing some sort of clothes.
Okay, anything is fine. That's fine. Even a thrifty store, like a Savers, like a used clothing store, how all the young teenagers love those places. Yeah, those places are always hiring.
I think it's not only teenagers, but regular people like them too. But I'm telling you, if she were in Nevada, they would hire her in 2 seconds. I mean, half the stores are closed because they can't find help. I don't know why that is. It just is. They don't want to work.
We even have a McDonald's down the road. It's a city here. We have a Starbucks on the corner, and down the corner we have another Starbucks. We have a 7-Eleven. I mean, it's a city.
Check Starbucks. Are they hiring?
I'm not on this app right now, but I'm going to get on this app again so I can monitor what's out there and forward it to her. I really didn't know it would be this difficult. I feel for people.
I agree with you.
I feel for people who really need to support themselves. She doesn't need. I support her. She doesn't need to. I just think it's good for self-confidence and to have some cash in your pocket and not have to ask your mom, and just how you grow as a person.
Do they pay a lot of money out there for babysitting?
I think it's around a little over $10. I don't know. I could be totally wrong. Maybe it's $20 an hour. I don't know what minimum wage is. I guess I could look it up.
Yeah, look under babysitting, because that's an easy job. That might be.
There's good news, though. She passed the written test for the drivers, and she's sent that in for her certificate. Then she can move on to the actual driving test. And my dad, she doesn't know this, I can tell you because she's in the bathroom getting ready, but he does have a car for her already. He will make her make payments, but very minimal. And then he's such a great dad. What he does to the youngster is he'll have them make about 6 months of payments, like a $50 a month, something like that. And then he'll say, okay, paid in full. He will say paid in full. He just wants to see that they're really doing it. Then
what kind of car?
I'll tell you
What
in a minute.
kind of car?
Then he'll take all that money that they paid into it, and he'll give it back to them. That's what he does.
How cute.
It's a Saturn.
Oh, that's a good car.
Yeah.
How did she do on her driver's test?
Fine. It's online, too. It's all online. It's probably very easy. She completed it, passed it, is getting the certificate. The harder part would be the driving test, actually, when you have the instructor inside the car.
Was she nervous, or is she nervous?
She's not nervous, and she's never nervous when she goes to these interviews either. She went to one, the last one was Five Guys, the hamburger place. And the one before that was the yogurt place. The one before that was...
Well, don't focus on the yogurt. I mean, they're fussy, so don't focus on them. Ice cream, Baskin-Robbins would be better. They're always looking for people at Baskin-Robbins. And even if it says that we're not hiring, go in anyway, because that's what I would do. When I was young, I would call up people of a place I wanted to work, and I would call and say, are there any openings? And eventually I would get one.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, but she has to pick the place she wants. Wants to work, and then to call. It depends. I think coffee would be good for her. They would teach her how to be a booster or whatever.
Yes.
So that's kind of a good trade.
That one would be scary for your first. I mean, that at the Starbucks. Oh wow, what a busy place, and you got to be real quick and fast. And I'm not going to discourage it.
Yeah, but they teach her. She's got to learn somehow. Got to learn something. McDonald's, I don't know. It's kind of a high pressure job, so. But wherever she wants, just keep trying.
I don't think she likes to be around greasy food like that. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Okay, you want to do the shout out, Barbara? There's obviously nothing's going on, and I'm kind of. I need Johnny to do a little bit more. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, I'm not going to be around.
Don't feel negative feelings about it. It happens once in a blue moon. Normally you have people lined up, and we're complaining about them calling too often. You know what I mean? So it's going to be fine. It's just a fluke. Okay, everybody, get your pen and paper ready. I'm about to give you Psychic Dayle Schear's direct line, so you can call her and have a private consultation or private reading. She has a few different packages to choose from, and she'll work with you. Her direct line is 808-372-1816. That's 808-372-1816. She's there for you. You can text, you can call, you can also visit her website at DayleSchear.com, DayleSchear.com. To find out more, order books. She is a best-selling author of multiple books that you will be able to actually get signed and sent to you personally from Dayle. So check her out, and she's my favorite psychic, and I'm here to tell you that I've witnessed so many moments of people's jaws just dropping open with things that you say to them, with names and just knowing, and they call back because it's working, and they call back to have their guidance for their next step in life. So get on it, everybody, and contact Dayle this week and get your private reading. Do it. And also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all over the board. Life, Laughter, Happiness. We'll see you there, and we will talk to you next week. Thank you, Dayle. Good night, everybody.